Hello, hello. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do this.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
The one with the giant dong.
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says, when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. You may ask. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others. There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like? Please, I wish to know. I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. It is not part of my duties. Free them yourself. Then you must leave this place. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, Exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to. You are the one who is mistaken. It requires you know what to look for. He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well. I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with. Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
Did you find what you came for? I had thought that would bring you some peace, yet I still sense some unrest in you. There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once. I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face. Very well, let us depart.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Why have you approached me?
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's...
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn Sky until we see
She
why.
has a love for danger.
What is the machine saying?
This looks like it's on Coruscant. Oh, this is insane. There she is.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Did he just kill him? Was that a double-sided lightsaber? I think that was. Oh no, I stuck it in there.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General?
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself. It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal, though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. +2 Constitution? Leave the Ebon Hawk. I don't understand where I would leave to. Aren't we in space right now? Let me just see. Okay, yeah, we can leave. Okay. See about door.
General, need something?
See about this.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war. And I don't think I'll be the last. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean? I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with? Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room. Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. Do friends not follow? Do friends not form a hierarchy of their own, no matter how small the circle? I am too old for friends, and when the years settle upon you, you will dispense with such words as well. You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. More than you know. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
I mean, I could have picked something else, but it's just all three dumb questions. All three dumb picks.
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength. A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
Oh, net dark side shifts. Uh-oh.
Yes? Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare. All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use. As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning. Very well. I shall match my movements to resist.
That's right, bitch. Dude, she's in her underwear. That's hilarious.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements before you go. There is something I must know. Why did you go back? Face trial.
Why is she in her underwear?
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
Okay. Am I just gonna be in my underwear now? There we go, I got the Padawan robes, so my guy looks awesome.
Something up? All right, what did you want to know? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Ah! Wha- You damn Jedi are all the same. Give you a little power and it rots you all the way to the core. Stay out of my head. I mean it. Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, all right? Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands. All right, what did you want?
put the game down for a second. I'll be back in about like 10-15 minutes. Ooh, excuse me. this.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Quanto susinto mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar jokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Bani sokokran, joka mata storch ban locha. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fueko mikochira.
She's pretty hot.
Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Frenko emaream ga watasitu insula raka raka chata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, Gwentaba ni sochu, Norotoga proto lala shishi, Juadosa jibacha, Ratak mansan, Tokosha na chitoro, Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata, Keso juskrita lorsa, Yumacha fueko.
Big titty woman.
Kawanabota atagwa kanka diwa, Yutaka alwanji yumaliba, Tu es mahawika si wawanta mo guika wansoba, Wakama nurawa.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch, si machadana, dona we searcha makaran.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
This bounty poses a threat to him. We do not need two beasts at our back when the Sith are enough.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will, servant of Atris. It makes no difference.
It's up to you.
Still in her underwear?
There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that
love
piece
it.
of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive. It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? Now, either get that piece of junk off my piece of junk, or you're going for a 2-kilometer walk to the ground. Huh? My trash heap? Fine. Land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making the final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. That's what I wanted to avoid. Okay. She's not in her underwear. She's not in her underwear. We're gonna be stuck here for a long time. I can feel it. Whoever's landing there is gonna be important. I knew we weren't gonna be able to lie to use the force on that guy. He's the type of creature you can't use the force on.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
I'll take care of these things. I don't know what the... I want to fight them right away. Oh, they got roasted. There we go. Let's see what they got. Credits? They got 0 credits. They didn't really have anything.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. All right. What do you want then? Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately. The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it. You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend. All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know. No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss? Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the Exchange and the Hutts stabbing their claws into everything. But, you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the Exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty. This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up. A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out. Unless you want to become a hired muscle for the exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp. Friend, you did promise some credits in exchange for information. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything. Life's been better, and every credit can go a long way. Just think it over. Haven't heard anything more yet? I'll come seek you out if I do.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? Very well, but mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did he want?
Just answers to some questions. Asked about a Jedi Master of all things.
Really? Interesting.
Raktala cemense bingar urukututo unde chuchamataso benkisha manensitsi. Fela dibono ta munikranaktada. Tere wana jun konata delo araguno tunna. Dai rinto run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemeno toto rere senisensen. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiadratore pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bitarana cenirara.
If we needed to, Tien may be able to modify our ship's transponder codes.
Teriwana jun konata delo araguno tunna. Dai rinto run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemeno toto rere senisensen. Der rinto run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan korsada nane gra delonuta choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiadoratore padano ringatel camarada tela fibu nubu da bicarana cenirara. Teriwana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto runka rekare papanala ranchinga. Derace wemino toto rere senisensen. Wana jun senisensen drawice canel commercio tela fibu nalot. Geraktada cemense bingar rukutudo. Der rinto runto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsadara nane gra. Teriwana jun konata della raguno tun.
That's hilarious. It's just a droid surrounded by other droids.
Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh, Grenashkit, Runsabarati, the Ponsukuniki. Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini, the Juni Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh, Grenashkit, Runsabarati, the Ponsukuniki. Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Funis, Findelagsti, Lindros, the Fast, Banakash. Funis, Findelagsti, Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Funis, Findelagsti. Belehnuntsa, Unikaratanadra, Melinununtrosixunemuth, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Tijuni Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh, Grenashkit, Runsabarati, the Ponsukuniki, Belindros, the Fast, Banakash. Tijuni Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh, Grenashkit, Runsabarati, the Ponsukuniki.
That's hilarious.
Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Tijuni Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh, Grenashkit, Runsabarati, the Ponsukuniki. Belehnuntsa, Unikaratanadra, Melinununtrosixunemuth, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Funis, Findelagsti, Belindros, the Fast, Banakash. Funis, Findelagsti. Belehnuntsa, Unikaratanadra, Melinununtrosixunemuth, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Fosirishinabelandash, the news, the filank, produce, the post, the calendar, and cock, the lana, the sun, and the sarah, Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Funis, Findelindros, Funis. Belindros, the Fast, Banakash. Fosirishinabelandash, the news, the filank, produce, the post, the calendar, and cock, the lana, the sun, and the Mikrana, Quasolomikix, Thimbertha, Nemrakta, Shosafrengamalata, Talini. Tijuni Shabilangi, Drawinch, Ifri, Melestrindosh,
I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
I gotta figure something out. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Let's see.
So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from? We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
Oh my god. Sombra. Hey, Sombra. How's everything? Did you play Pokopia the other day? Did you play Pokopia the other day? It's a little hard for me to say that name, Pokopia. Oh, nice. And Pokemon Champions. Oh, wow. I've never heard of Pokemon Champions. I have to look that up. Is Pokemon Champions on the Switch also? This is the refugee sector.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein. The Sirocco killed another refugee last week. Wish they'd leave us alone.
I used to serve in the Mandalorian Wars. Then the Jedi Civil War crushed the Republic.
I remember this place. I remember.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
Oh, nice. I'll have to look at that.
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Pokemon Champions. Why did the Sith let this?
I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos.
Well, no, duh.
And I've been drifting
I
from
didn't have
planet
to
to
ask
planet
the
ever
question
since,
to
only
know
to end up
that.
here with nowhere left to go.
Like, I already knew that, but I guess I'll ask these questions anyways. Not there's any-
You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy Pokopia.
If you want to
at
find
some
out what's
point.
going on, talk to Hussein.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef.
Oh, this is
I
Husef.
try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp. You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately. Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
It's hilarious. You're all doomed. You should just give in to the exchange. Oh my god, bro. I wonder if I can do that.
I won't succumb to the exchange. We have children here with bright futures. We can't give up.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Occasionally, their thugs kidnap people and sell them into slavery with the Hutts. They've also hemmed us in. We used to live all throughout this area, but they've crammed us all in here now. Good luck to you.
I heard the Overseer kidnapped.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about? You're the one. Good. My family and I are anxious to leave, and I have the payment for you. 500 credits.
Oh my god, that's terrible. I can't do that to this lady. I can't. I can't, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Nar Shaddaa. He's late. I don't know where he is. Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits. $50 credits? Why? I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Might as well charge a little bit. It is a video game. It's not so bad living in the refugee sector. At least you got a room to yourself.
Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima po wanga sawana mucha.
Tagra manchochina me bortan dorchugos?
Da hupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune.
Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawakachuba. Sura dachi morotuko kansa.
Nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanazika. Dovrei kun mili wosa slima po wanga samoana mucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima po wanga samoana mucha. Da hupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Da hupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune.
Okay, he's a killer. Sounds like I can trust him.
Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks? Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War. Yes, and look where I ended up. You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship. I'd greatly appreciate that.
This is Serico territory. Get out of here before we space you. Got it? You've made a dangerous enemy today.
You're tough to have made it this far. It's too bad you're not going any farther. All right, we'll lay off a bit. No chance.
Just like slaughtered an entire people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I mean, I think I went up the wrong side. I knew it. I knew this was a whole different area. Okay, this place is huge. This place is huge. Okay, I got a little lost there. Got a little lost, but I think I'm good.
Let's see. 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround. No, that won't work. Connect! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for. Well, not now. Anyway. Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but, I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and, they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Map is so big. I mean, for back in the day, this was like a whole world. This was like a thriving city back in the day.
The bounty hunters have been laying low recently, like they're waiting for something.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumo paramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumo paramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bomababe want to susintumu karata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi
Not bad.
burokra.
This is him. I could buy a crystal from him. Okay.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba.
Relieva con mentosa. Mancho carlema con chorre bimasa. Ifrekundas pleegde simmeron chorre krenum.
Nora hagwa buska yokolo alaubaka.
Hara hinemas temana hisnasta hiha. Charno kutos nerema keras. Koronara kaklerata simenditirana. Monara tratosa to. Es baba nusafi to.
Okay, everybody. And I'm gonna save it at that. Thanks for tuning in, Sombra. And whoever's watching on YouTube, I appreciate it. This is Dark Knight, aka Dark Soldier. And I am logging out. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Peace. We'll continue this journey next time.